Hey, come on in. You must be the new roommate. No, this is the right house. Wait, let me guess. Jason didn't tell you, did he? Yeah, he was the one moving out. He and his girlfriend got a place, and I'm your new roommate. Surprise! Nah, both of them told me about you. But I don't know why they didn't tell you about me. Good things mostly, though, about you. Even at the worst, you sounded pretty inoffensive. Pretty chill, I guess. I mean that in a good way. Quiet and nerdy, but they said you were a good person. Well, if you're not, I know how to handle myself. Jason's a good judge of character, though. And so far, you are not setting off any red flags. Yet. Oh, don't mind that. I have a neighbor who has a dog. You'll get used to it. You'll learn how to block it out of your head. Maybe you've seen me at the parties here. That's why I look familiar. On my way out the door before they really got started, because that's not really my scene, but technically I still try to make an appearance for my friends for like 10 minutes. Oh, what? You did see me? Wow, that's crazy. Well, now you know. I was going anywhere that wasn't here. I'm not a big fan of large crowds of people I don't know, especially when there's a keg of beer in the basement. Well, I'm not against drinking, but drunk people? Mm-mm. A bunch of drunk crowds of people? Oh, God, no. So, yeah, hell no. You didn't stay much longer either? That makes sense. Jason said you're not as loud and as boisterous as the rest of his friends. Well, really. It'll be nice to be able to stay home on a Saturday if I wanted to and not have people knocking on the door, coming in and wanting to hang out. Like, God. Not that I hate people, maybe a little, but I like my space. Jason was a bit of a social butterfly. People were constantly wanting to hang out and make plans with him. Well, sometimes I did go to the local goth club. Those are more chill. They're definitely so much more cooler. And the people were much more up to my speed. I went with some friends. When Jason would have parties, I kind of escaped there. I still do. But I mean, I recognize most of these people, even the ones I don't really know. They usually end up becoming a friend or so. Wait, sorry, what? You know about that place? Yeah, the one you know. Oh, well, what a shock. What do you know about them? About those goth clubs? You've been to one? Wait, what do you mean, sort of? They wouldn't let you in? Why? They're usually very, well, you don't look like a creepy tourist type, you know? The ones who come to gawk or ogle, I mean, they don't really let those in. They have some security over that, but in general, I think they're pretty accepting. You're not all dressed up in flowy silk shirts, maybe, but black t-shirt, black jeans, combat boots. Those are kind of a throwback. Still. If I saw you outside the club, I'd probably assume you were a guest DJ or someone's friend or something that they dragged along for the first time. Someone who wants to try it out. Oh, that you went to that one. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, they have such a fancy name. I'm surprised you even can pronounce it. Something like Leatat du Mort or something like that. God. Yeah, now I get it. That one over there, it's a little uppity, a little more snobby. Well, don't worry, you didn't miss much. All the regulars, especially the ones who knew the DJs or the owners, the ones with connections, those are the people who usually get in that specific one. They're kind of pretentious. I kind of call them pretentious clowns when no one's listening. They just smirk around, acting out their fantasies of being the popular kids and feeling like they're so different, so special. They're so unique and not like other people, not like those fake posers, or not like those normie or those wannabes. Like they have that vibe. I've gone there once. My friend invited me. It wasn't so bad, but they do have certain attitude towards certain people. So I would go back, but not my number one spot because they have great drinks, but not the best company sometimes. Depends on what you like. Anyway, the dress code. What were you wearing though? A Hawaiian shirt or something? Or what? Just tell me. Are you serious? You're wearing a suit. Okay. Oh, like a button down. A black button down. Well, at least you tried. And okay. White pant. Why would you go for? Okay. Anyways, that was just too normy for them. Ugh. Okay. God, what a bunch of snobs, really. But anyways, well, I'm sorry that happened to you. If it's any consolation, they were gone after a few, maybe a year, I think. Just recently, I think they shut down. Guess that's what happens when you don't welcome people. I do hear that they still hold underground ones. More, I don't know if they closed it down themselves or they ran out of business or they just decided that it was better to stick with their own kind or whatever. So they hold it underground. That's what I heard, rumors about it. Right. So maybe they just want to stick to their own kind and breed their own kind. I don't know if they're weird like that, but who knows. So, oh yeah, you actually know the music? Huh. Consider me intrigued. Okay. By the way, why are we standing here in the middle of the doorway? Come on. Sit down. Sit here. I'll sit here. Okay, tell me. This is interesting. Who else do you listen to? Who do you listen to? Skip past the part where you tell me you listen to almost everything, because that is not true. Nobody does that. Listen to everything. Everyone says they do. They're like, oh yeah, I listen to everything. Okay, no, you don't. You only have limited time. You can't possibly listen to everything unless you listen to it even when you're asleep, but that's not counted even. What? A whole terabyte of music? God, My laptop doesn't even have that much space on it. How's that? How did you even get that much stuff? Oh, a media server. Not so familiar with those, but you're starting to make me think you're some kind of data hoarder. You are, aren't you? Only maybe. Tell me, how many albums or movies until you run out of room? Oh, how much terabytes of movies have you saved? And shows. Don't lie to me. That's an interesting smile. I see you're a little embarrassed, but you're not really ashamed, are you? No, 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 no. It's not something to be ashamed of. I mean, bro, you do you, dude. If you like that stuff, you like that stuff. I also save a lot of things. There's always something we hoard, don't we? And at least yours doesn't take up physical space, so you're not a cluttered, disorganized person. Unlike Jason, who often left his clothes on the floor and his sports equipment every now and then, which is kind of annoying. He had too many stuff sometimes because people kept giving him stuff. I guess that's what it's like to be extroverted. But it's definitely nothing to be ashamed of. I save a lot of things too. Yeah, even like shows and stuff on my computer. So I can't judge you. You're just like on the next level though. Oh, what? You would do that. Bro, you just met me though. You're gonna set me up with a login? But you just met me. A collection that size though. Ooh, I wonder if there's anything super good in it. Maybe I'd find a hidden gem. Ooh, that's a rabbit hole I'm dying to go down on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if it wasn't obvious, but I I do love music and movies. I don't often show people how passionate I am about it because one of the biggest things I hate is being passionate about a specific movie and I say it to somebody and they're like, actually, I don't like that one because maybe like, shut up. Nobody cares about your opinion. I just said I like it. If you don't like it, I don't want to hear it. So I don't like hearing people's comments about, oh, I don't like what you like. And it's like, and they're like, why do you like that? You know, oh, it's okay. You don't seem like that kind of person. Yeah, that's why I don't often tell people. And yeah, when you told me about your collection, I feel like you might be someone who would appreciate, you know, even the ones you don't like, you would respect it. Some people are just so disrespectful, you know. But yeah, the amount of your collection, terabytes of collection, I don't know. It just kind of tells me a few things about you even before I see it. Just seems like you're somebody who would appreciate things even if you don't necessarily like it. Okay, well, if you're really offering, I mean, I would be very happy to have that. I guess you're gonna be a pretty good roommate. Let's see, you download and save things you like or that you're interested in. Uh-huh. Because you don't want to lose them if you want to check them out later. That is so real. That's so true. I agree with that so much. More? Wow, you probably have entire discographies of bands you like because you don't want to miss anything. Even if you've never listened to half of what you've downloaded it. I've listened to everything I've downloaded. I'm that kind of person, like I download and then I'll listen to that for a week. And then, if I really like it, I'll probably listen to it for a month. And the same probably goes for your movie collection. I don't know. I just had a hunch. You just seem, yeah, you seem like that type. Not that it's a bad thing. Mm. You're giving me the admin password? Bro, dude, are you sure? Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh, gag me with a spoon. That is so nice of you. Thanks. It does tell me something about you, actually. It means you trust me. Mostly. You seem to think I'm somebody you can trust, and maybe you also want me to like you. Hmm? Oh, hey, no, 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 no. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I mean is, I could see it all over your face. You're excited to share this with someone who's interested in it. And I know that feeling. And you want to share it with me and want me to like that so we can be like good friends. And I really appreciate that. I really do. Mm-mm. Okay, let me get my laptop though. Alright, I got my laptop. Don't look, I'm typing my password. Okay. This is the website, right? Okay. Okay. Can you type the password? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Before I hit the enter button, I'm going to guess that you have everything sorted by genre. Maybe even subgenres. Oh, shit, that's pretty cool. Oh god, I'm losing my cool right now. Not cool. How'd I know? I don't know. I was hoping. But, it's crazy if you have that much music and you manage it that much. Gosh, you are so interesting. Okay, let's see what this bad boy has. Oh. And wow. Wow. This is crazy. This is, oh my gosh. Whew. That's a lot of files. That's a lot of files. Oh gosh. Alright, now I want to test and see. How much do you know? How much do you really know? Oh, there's anime here. Oh, interesting. I didn't expect that. Movies, where, let's see. Let's scroll down to the folders. Ooh. What can I tell from this? Well, first of all, you spent a lot of time listening to music and watching movies and stuff growing up, because I see some old ones here. Probably not too big on socializing, so kind of introverted. Sometimes you prefer the company of great music and movies over people, which honestly relatable. Sometimes people just don't appreciate what we have to offer, right? Oh, I totally get it. I know this is stereotypical, but I kind of expected you to be the type to be nervous and flustered talking to a girl. But you seem pretty relaxed to me. I mean, a little nervous since I'm a new person, which is very typical of introverts, but I feel like we're clicking, so kind of relaxed. And I don't know. For the record, you shouldn't be so nervous because you're kind of fun to talk to, I'd say. So you're pretty chill. Now let's look at this Goth folder. Goth and industrial. Ooh, of course, the usual names: The Cure, Sisters of Mercy, Blue Tango, huh? And aesthetic perfection. Nice. Wow. Ooh, an entire folder for Communion After Dark. I love that podcast too. Damn, there's podcasts in here. London After Midnight. Ooh, not my cup of tea really, but major points for authenticity. You know, your music. There's a lot of stuff in here I've never even heard of. Damn, it's official. You are adopted. Okay, that sounds so weird. God, you are probably more goth than all of the Lettre du Mort DJs put together. You know, that fancy place. Certified by me. Okay. Damn. Oh! Oh crap, I didn't notice the time. Okay, it's not too late, but I do have a part-time job I need to get to. It's just the sandwich shop. Yeah, the one 2 blocks away. So yeah, I really gotta go. Okay. I already dressed up, so it's all good. Do you want to come with me? Are you hungry? No, it's just a 5-minute walk. You're not gonna make me late at all. Don't worry about it. Listen, if you're hungry, we don't necessarily use free sandwich perks anymore, but if you walk in there with me, I could probably slip something past the manager for you. Not at all. After what you've given me today, you really deserve it. You deserve much more. You've given me a treasure trove. And we're roomies, right? And you seem pretty cool. I think we're gonna get along just fine. By the way, can you hand me your phone for a second? Okay. Here's my number. And feel free to call me. Not when I'm at work, obviously, or yeah, but if during emergencies or whatever, or just message me if you need anything from the grocery or something, things like that. If I'm gonna go or you're gonna go, whatever. I promise not to spam you with memes, by the way. I only forward the best links, I swear. Trust me, I know where to find the great ones. And I find really good ones. People are privileged to be friends with me because they get quality memes and music. If they don't appreciate that, they don't have the right to be my friend. Or anything more. I'm not going through your phone. That'll come later. But anyways, here, have your phone back. There. I even put my real name in there. Just so that you can find the contact. People usually call me Raven. Hey, I see that smirk. I know. But that's me. Rachel. Yeah, that's my real name. Yeah, just like that, Raven. Yeah, it's because the hair, the aesthetic, yeah. But anyways, really cheesy. Just some kid gave me that nickname when I was like in 5th grade, and it's stuck ever since. So, you know. Anyway, come on, come on, come on. Oh my gosh, you keep distracting me, bro. Let's leave now so we can have that sandwich. Maybe I'd have some time before my shift starts. Come on. I'm glad you're my roommate. You're a lot better than what my friend said you were.